Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Entropia Universe here on Whelp Squad TV. Today we are going to be doing a demo for the Force Mace Assail. I recently purchased several maces for the BladesOfTalos rental shop. We now have, including the older maces, we have the Laughlin Masher 1. We have the Force Mace Assail, which is what we're going to be demoing today, and I'll get the nice information up here for you on that, guys. Waffle Masher 1. We got a Castorian Combat Mace Mark 1, 2, and 3, and another rare mace, a Force Mace Clobber. So we got pretty much everything you need to get started with club skilling now available in one place, which is what I wanted to do. And since there's not really that many great limited options for clubs, especially anymore, with how the old blueprints went the way of the dodo bird, for some of them at least, this is a great way to go about it. And I absolutely love clubs. Clubs are a great weapon. This weapon, once I get it up in tier, so I bought the lower tier Castorian Combat Mace Mark III because I had the option of getting that and the Force Mace Assail. So I figured two maces would be amazing to have instead of just getting a higher tier of that. So we have six total maces now. This guy is going to be almost identical in DPS, tier for tier, with the Genesis Firefly that I had. So I am very anxious to get that tiered up, and I'm going to be working on that. I got to get the resources to do it, and we'll be doing that sometime in the near future. But these guys are already tier 6. We already got these guys at tier 6. This guy, being at tier 4, we actually already got some enhancers on this boy, and does a decent amount of damage. I don't have a lower level amp to put on it. I may end up getting one if I can find a Mark II melee amp to add to the shop. I may do that. I may just add a Mark I to give you a little extra something on there. So that's stuff to think about for the future. But for right now, we're going to test this guy out on some Barriclead. This is my favorite Barriclead hunting spot. And let's get one of these guys going. Nope, not now. Okay. And here we go. Now there is a couple of Terps here too. The good thing is, if you're looking to get some Terps killed, there is a few Terps on this hill as well. Oh, you come back here now. You're not getting away from me that easy. Alright. Let's go to town on these guys. I was hitting some pretty good globals on these guys actually the last time I was over here. So I had an Assail a long time ago, and there's a definite chance that this is it, because I think there's only 2 or 3 Assails in the game. I know who has at least one of the other ones. I know where at least one of the other ones is. So there is at least 2 still kicking around. And same thing for Force Mace Clobbers. I don't think there's more than 2 or 3 of those in game. Bashers, I've heard that there could be 4. There might be 4 Bashers around. No, we don't want a Terp. We want Barricleads. And I was really happy to locate it. I liked it back in the day. It was a great skilling mace. So is a Laughlin Masher too, which is a slightly lower level club. And that's something that I'm looking to add to the rental shop sometime in the future. But now that we got the Assail, we got our bases covered. You know, you got your absolute, you know, base, basically level, you know, level 1 or 2 skilling, where you don't have much club skill. Or the best thing to do really is to at least pick, while you're out doing like codex missions, to pick at least one club skill reward while you're doing something, so you have a few points in clubs. Because if you have a decent amount of points already in other combat professions, chances are you have some levels in clubs. So you could just put a little bit into club skill and already be, you know, up to using an Assail or a Clobber or wherever you want to start in, whatever your comfortable hunting range is. But you have options now. So we have a total of six club options through the rental shop now, which is available on PCF. And they're migrating the PCF today, which is a huge thing. I just got online this morning and I saw that and I was like, wow, that's really big news. Because the forum has been in its current state for a very long time. So I'm anxious to see what they're going to end up doing with it and how the new forum's going to be. So fingers crossed for having the forum post for the rental shop intact. So if not, I may end up altering it a bit. Still haven't decided. I like the forum post that I have now. It explains everything that I have very well, so it's not just about clubs. I have other melee weapons available for rental too. But the idea was possibly to shift the idea towards more of a club-focused rental shop. So might try it, might leave it the way it is. I gotta see, but it depends. If the new forum like wipes out the number of views that a certain post has had, that was one thing I saw. My rental shop's been open over a year now, and I like there's, you know, I've got history with it now. Obviously, I've met some great people through doing rentals, and I'm thinking about leaving it the way it is. Honestly, I think that's what I want to do. But having maces or clubs in the title would be easier for people to be able to see, honestly, on the forum, to know exactly what I'm doing as far as what I have a lot of to rent. So only time will tell on that. Oh my, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And this seems to be just enough DPS for this, with no amp on it at all. This seems to be actually a really decent weapon choice for here. Only a tiny bit small for the level 11s, but I mean they're going to. This is not a good angle. Can you please not mount me like that? Thank you. Only the level 11s really is it a little small for, but I mean it's dying. They don't exactly regen a ton. I mean, look, and like for like a level 5, I mean that cut through it pretty quick, despite this. Yeah, I really like the level 8s. A really nice sweet spot for this thing. Level 7s and 8s. The Barricades. The level 11 Barricade actually has around 450 HP, and this thing, you know, maxing out at 51 damage, it's gonna take a little bit to get through it. Your other Barricades, like the drop-off between that level 8 and level 7 is a pretty good amount of HP. Alright, so HP support assistant. Yeah, I let you know that I don't want you to restart my laptop again for the 100th time. Great. I unfortunately don't have a second screen set up to my main desktop. So I have a variety of ways that I'm able to see chat. I have a tablet. I actually have like a Kindle Fire right to my left, and then I have my laptop on my far left. So if you see me looking to the left, or like looking way over, it's because I got a laptop there. How about we get our club skill progress thing going here? Let me get that out, and not that. We don't want that. I swear to God, I just heard a pyromancy flame hit something. I heard a pyromancy flame. I'm thinking Dark Souls. Combustive attack chip. I thought I just heard a fireball. There we go. So we have been doing some decent progress. How much are we getting per? That's not too bad. Still getting decent amount of progress per kill. If you guys are looking to start skilling Barricades, by the way, this is a really excellent spot. I should probably have this out, put in a little. This is Sharp Claw Ridge, and I absolutely love this place. Super high density, especially if you come in here with one of the bigger clubs that I have available, say the Force Mace Clobber, with an amp on it, Castorian Combat Mace Mark 1, 2, 3, whatever like that. Oh my goodness, you can kill so many Barricades in a short amount of time. Good respawn rate, and as you can see, a lot of them, a lot of red dots. So far, though, Mace is doing really solid. I owned a Force Mace Basher back in the day. I remember a long time ago I had one. And I may eventually get one back for the rental shop if I can find it. I've got to be able to find one. There, like I said, there may be like around 4 or something. I'm told there's more than 2. But still very, very elusive weapons. See, there's a lot of terps. There's actually a lot of terps mixed in. And the funny thing is, even though it is the nighttime and it's pretty dark, they show up really good. They're like little beacons of light. Just look at them running around there on the hillside. What's behind? Oh, okay. Level 10 alpha. We're trying not to collect a ton at once because there just is. There's so many mobs on this hill. Nice. All right. So that's good to know. This is actually going to last. I had about 220. I think I had like 220 pad or so on this mace when I started. And we're only down to like 188. So that's going to be a decent length run. So I'm probably going to try and keep the stream to around an hour, stuff like that. Hour is good length for a weapon demo, just until that auto loot pill runs out, I think. And if we have to repair a little bit, I'm willing to do that too to get the extra time. Because so far, Barry's doing pretty good. I've had really good luck here on this hill where this is. So the Sharp Claw Ridge, those are the coordinates. It is north of Corinth East Hangars A. So it's in a really accessible location, which is nice. You don't have to go that far for it. I had, last time I was here, I had like a 50-something ped global, I think, on these guys. So I'm interested to see if we can hit another one. Almost 100 points there with that crit. That was nice. Not bad for a level 6 club. I do really like the new learning period where it actually shows you when it maxes out, or it actually has it right there. I thought that was really neat. I mean, like, once you see the old menu for a while, you kind of, you figure it out. And some weapons are different. Like, some only take 3 or 4 levels to max, others take up to 6 type of thing. But and you're kind of used to that. But it's nice. It is nice having that. Do you hear that? I keep hearing like somebody throwing in a combustive attack chip. I swear to God. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, everybody. Oh my, that's a stalker. Let's see what this thing does, how long it takes against a stalker. Is he actually hurting us? I know that stalkers do hit pretty hard for what they are. No, I think it was just the crit. Yeah, Jarhead and 5Bs. Can't cut through it. That's good. Alright, just got a stalker, and that's where the short Medestri boards are from, it looks like. So here's a real nice reason why to hunt the Berrycleads, if you can get a good stack of them going. The only thing I've hunted, actually, in the past, probably 2 months now, is Karabakh. I only hunted Karabakh in the past couple months. And, you know, I had almost 100% loot return on those guys. You can kill so many of them, your average is really good. So this is the first time I've hunted something, at least of any size at all. Hey, Christian! Hunt's actually going really good so far. Mace is holding up really well. So this is the Force Mace Assail. This is the second lowest level mace that I have now. So I'll show you, because I remember been telling you about all the maces. Look at this, I got 6 now. We have a total of 6 maces. So there's your Laughlin Masher 1, which is your introductory level mace. So here's your starter one right here, max at level 4.6. We got the one we got right now. And I got 4 enhancers on it, so we got some decent damage. The base damage max is 37. Then we actually go to this guy right here. We're only missing 1 mace of the Force Mace series, which is cool. We have the Force Mace Assail and Clobber now, so that is an awesome weapon. Look at that. You can put a Melee Trauma 6 on that thing and really wreak some havoc with it. So that's your start of your really nice DPS maces that I have available for rental, and that's not all that high in level. So max is at level 20, and then we got, this is your next guy. And the nice thing is the Castorian Combat Mace Mark 1 and 2 that I have are both tier 6 already. So this boy right here at tier 6 can cause definite damage, and so can this one right here. So the one that I'm going to be working on getting tiered in the near future is going to be the Castorian Combat Mace Mark 3, which is only tier 2 right now. But look at that base damage. So it's a higher base max damage than my Genesis Firefly was, that knife that I had forever, Christian. But it's such a low tier right now, it's not going to be kicking out the DPS yet. However, having said that, for people looking to skill to higher level maces, if you're higher in level and you're able to use that, you'll be able to get skills faster with it towards an even bigger mace. There's a skill learning period. So like there's a learning period increase that you get, like a bonus. The SIB period, skill increase bonus, I think, is when you're not totally maxed on said weapon, but you get a bonus to how much you're able to skill with it. But the thing is, what it really doesn't explain that well, and the game doesn't tell you, is that actually continues several levels past when you have maxed it. And I have gotten it down to where I found out most weapons go to about 3 levels past where you're going to get a skill boost. So you're still getting an increased skill gain. And I tested it a number of times on multiple weapons, and I found this to be the case. I don't know what the percentage is of a boost, but it is significant. Like how much skill you will gain per hour killing the same number of mobs. You know what I mean? Like how much skill you're going to be gaining per mobs killed. Hey! King's09EU, how's it going, man? Oh, looks like we've got all Terps right here now. Let's go over to this side of the hill. Here they come. And let's get that Force Mace Assail back up there. How's your day going, Kings? I'm just out here testing the Force Mace Assail I just bought today. I've been buying a ton of maces, and I had sold I had a tier 8 Genesis Firefly, which I had for a long time, and I just haven't been hunting enough lately to make it worth having it, so I thought it would be fun to be able to go out and be able to buy a bunch of maces to have for my rental shop. So now I have 6 maces all in one place for people to be able to come and rent. No Power Fist, unfortunately. That's the next thing I want to look into. I want to get one of those Mentor Edition ones, the Mentor Edition claws. I think they go for like around 800 ped. I think they're like level 8 or something like that. Yeah, they're not too high. They're fairly low level claw. I would love to start getting into that. That'll be the next chapter. You use that one? Yeah, it's a really nice weapon. So anyways, here's all the clubs I got. Again, show you guys the Assail, Clobber, and the Mace Mark 1, 2, and 3 now, all available for rent. The weapon that I have that's currently reserved, I have somebody already got this reserved the next time I see them on. My Bycac Blix is reserved right now for the duration of at least the first month of migration. We'll see. Possibly longer than that. Come on, berries. Charge me. Let's go. Come on. There we go. This guy right here. Tier 7. So, this knife at tier 7 is quite a bit. It's still a decent amount DPS more powerful than the Mark II at tier 6. And if I remember right, it may actually be 1 or 2 DPS higher still, even if the Mace was at tier 7. So that Bycac Blix, still the holdout DPS classic. Absolutely love. I'm never gonna sell my Blix. I love it so much. Thank you. Yeah, no, I've been working on it. I had that Firefly for a long time, and I thought it'd be good to be able to expand, use those peds to be able to expand. So now I have, a decent amount of weapons available again that are of decent quality. Not just, cheap, easier to find weapons. I got things now like the Force Mace Assail, the Force Mace Clobber, of which there's only those two, like 2 or 3 of each in game, is what I understand for those at this point. And I wanted to make them available. I wanted to make them available for people to be able to rent them, because scaling clubs early on now is very hard. Used to be slightly easier when you could get more blueprints for the limited clubs, but these days unlimited is really your only option. And I like having tiered weapons available for people to be able to skill with too. Oh, come on now. Oh, am I boxed in? I was boxed in. They were getting too excited. So yeah, anyways, I'm having fun with it. Yeah, that Bycac Blix. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare go to sleep on me, laptop. Oh, laptop really doesn't like Twitch anymore, guys. It's a shame. It's a real shame. That thing, it freezes like 15 minutes into a stream. It's ridiculous. I got to get a second screen set up somehow off my main desktop and figure out a place to put it, because I do not have the room right now. What browser am I using? Chrome. I'm using Chrome. Hey! Not bad, guys. This hunt so far has actually been really quite good. Whoa, and another nice little one after that. Loot's looking good. Loot is looking real good, guys. Oh, yeah. We're not even through. We're through like 80 pet, and we have just between these two things right here over that amount. So we're looking real good right now. Let's see, what was the TT on that gun? Not bad. I had trouble using Chrome for Twitch before. Try Firefox. I had horrible stuttering issues on Chrome. I will have to definitely consider putting Firefox on the laptop. I think that's the Terps. You know, I was talking about that sound I was hearing earlier, guys, where it was like I was hearing like a combustive attack chip. I wonder if the Terps are making a noise. I hear it in the background, like a chip, like an attack chip, like when you would like throw the fireball. And that's what I hear in the background sometimes. Does anybody else hear that? It's not often, it's occasionally. Oh, they are tearing me up. That is okay. I want my Jarhead to be tiered. I want them to hit me because I want that thing tiered up. I've heard mixed results on the tiering update. I'd love to hear feedback from people. If anybody else has feedback from it and they want to talk about it, because I've heard mixed results. Some people say like their armor is going like that, just like instantly, and other people are saying that armor is taking even longer now and weapons are slower and stuff. And some people are like, weapons are super fast now. So it's funny how many differences in opinion you can get on that. Aside from all that, how is the audio and visual coming in, Christian? Everything looking good on, at least on my end, for the going out portion of the stream? Because it has been a while since I've streamed Entropia. So Kings, what have you been up to in Entropia lately? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn. It's like another 20 petter right there. Grinding Brawler and prepare for migration healing. Yeah, man. Prepare for all the healing jobs and stuff. That was another option. I had that option too. It was either go with buying a bunch of maces, and like initially I had like I wanted to do two high tier maces. Instead, I was able to buy, I think I bought, oh my gosh, there's another one. Look at that. I think I bought a total of 4 maces because I only had 2 maces before. So I think during this entire time after I sold my Firefly, I bought 4 new maces. So I think I like that option better, but the other option was buying a mod 2600 and then having the mod 2600 and starting a healing service. But I do, I go on and heal people occasionally, but it's not something like I want to be doing constantly, I felt. So I opted to go with more stuff for the rental shop, and I'm really happy with my decision. I was happy I was able to find this stuff. I mean, I know the other person that has, like, the only other Assail that I know about in-game. I know that person. And I know somebody who has a Basher. I know who has a Basher. I was lucky I was able to get the Clobber from one of my closest friends in-game. Somebody I've known 11 years? Almost 11 years now. Coming up, I think, this October. And I got the Assail. Luckily got the Assail. Somebody was selling a Castorian Combat Mace Mark III, and they were super nice person. And they ended up having a couple other things for sale too, and one of those things was a Force Mace Assail, so I really lucked out in getting that, because I wanted to make sure I had everything covered as far as skilling options for people. I want people to be able to go from nothing on the skill side of things to being able to skill way up to the top and being able to have a big mace. Because you can use a Castorian Combat Mace Mark III, no problem, to skill up to a high-level mace. Mark 6, Mark 6 Fen, whatever. You can keep using that Castorian Combat Mace Mark III. As long as you're hunting the right mobs and stuff, still be able to gain some serious levels using it, because it is a good DPS weapon. It'll continue to grow in DPS as I tier it. Unfortunately, or fortunately or unfortunately, oh my god, I'm in the middle of the mob ball. I may have to move really quick. I think I need to move this way before I aggro everything in the middle. Come on, fellas. Oh boy. Don't chain crits, guys. That wouldn't be fun. Anyways, tier 3 comps went right through the roof. Opals have come down, thankfully. They are still in the process of crashing, at least from what I've seen. So opals are finally down to a more reasonable rate, but of course now that opals are down a bit, tier 3s had to go up, of course. So I mean, tier 3s were like 150, 160% or something like that, and now they're over 300, I think. So I'm gonna wait till everything calms down before I tier it. But yeah, I am gonna be working on tiering it. I think tiering the mace is probably gonna be the next thing monetarily I'm going to end up doing for the rental shop. Because the way I work the rental shop right now is that obviously when I see a deal come up for something, I'll put all of my own hunting peds into that. Like everything, if I was going to normally go out and hunt, I'll buy something. I just won't hunt for a while. I don't care if I can get something rare or something really good for the shop. I do that. But the way I usually work it is I take half of what I make from every rental and I put that into a pool. So I have like a fund setup, and then I buy new items once I get a certain amount of money from doing rentals and stuff like that. And that's what I've been doing. And I've been putting a lot of my own money. Usually I put half of what I make through trading and stuff like that into, but it's guaranteed half of every rental goes into buying more stuff for the rental shop. So that's one guarantee I have from every rental. So, because I'm hoping to, someday, it's gonna be a while, but I'm hoping to someday have, quite a few more items, have decent amount more options. I wouldn't mind branching off into ranged things for, rifles and stuff, or like an amp. At least get a Dante. Having a Dante amp would be nice. Dante amps are really nice to have. I do have 1 or 2 range things. I got into skilling combustive chips, and that's why I was commenting on the sound that I kept hearing, because I'm very familiar with it now. I have a tier 4 combustive attack nano chip 5. So that's it without enhancers on it. With enhancers, I think it hits 170. I think as it's 96 damage, so 9.6 times 4. What's 9.6 times 4? Is that 38? 38.4? Somewhere around there. Add it to that, and it comes over 170 max damage for a fairly low level chip. So I have that, the combustive attack nano chip 5, and I also have the 6. And that is going to be one where if somebody wanted to use it for a long period of time, like if somebody rented it for a month, I would highly consider immediately tiering it, because the tier cost on this thing is not that bad. Tier 5 is not a bad tier cost. So I may do that, because that now you're in the crazy range of damage per hit. Slower, it is slower, but what I do love about combustive attack nano chips actually is your range. You have the highest range on combustive attack chips that you do of any other type of chip for regular hunting. Let's get that back up there, because that's what we're showcasing right now. And I'm so happy that I got this mace. It's been working really good. I'm not super worried about wading into these guys. I thought, because Barricledes, I mean, they do hit you pretty often. I think their damage type is fairly concentrated. I feel like it may be slash or pure impact or somewhere along those lines. I might be able to check it, actually. Come on, die. Alright, now I go to the next one. Now I go to that. Barriclede. %50 cut, 50% impact. Alright, man, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. You have a good one, okay? Oh my gosh. I'm right in the middle of one of the major spawn points. We're getting decent shrapnel back from a lot of these guys. Alright, we're past the halfway point. So actually it looks like I put on just the right amount of TT value. So it looks like just maybe at its current tier and almost continuous use, you're talking over 200 ped to cycle for an hour. Woo! There's the one. All right, pretty good for a little berry, huh? Level 10 Barriclede Alpha, not a bad loot. Well, that just totally made it worth it. That one loot right there was like 1/8 of the cost of this entire hunt. So it was like 1/8 the cost of the hunt. That's pretty good. That being taken care of already. Oh yeah, no, with that gun we have a very high chance of profiting no matter what now, even though we're only 130 ped, 135 ped into the run, something like that. Oh, that Barriclede launched itself. Come back here. So there you go, folks. The Mace is getting globals. It's hot. Come rent it while you can. I've warmed it up for you. And everybody will be able to see. I would post the link right now, and I would post it. And I really should have like a link, honestly, at the bottom of the screen here, or in the Twitch description. I'll have to do that. But for right now, the forum's actually down today, because I talked about it earlier. They're actually migrating our forum to a new site, and that's a big undertaking. All right, Christian. Have a good night, bud. Thanks for stopping by. So otherwise, I would have by now posted probably directly into chat, so you guys could just take the link, the forum post for the rental shop. I think that was maybe the first enhancer we've broken. To be fair, we have swung it quite a few times already. Let me count. So we got 36. I gotta remember 36, just in case I see it again. I keep forgetting to count. It's my bad for not counting at the start of a hunt, because I was curious how much the break rate was going to be, and so far, for it being a smaller weapon, and now break rate on enhancers being affected by how much overall damage a weapon is putting out and how big it is. The smaller weapons are having enhancers last a lot longer now, which is good. So I mean, it's more worthwhile to tier small weapons than it's ever been before. So it definitely makes using enhancers on this mace worth it, in my mind at least. It's getting that extra DPS level, because it's tier 4, so you're getting a nice little extra chunk on there. As far as the next items go for the rental shop in the future, definitely looking into the idea like the power claw. I thought that would be a great option, because there is a decent amount of them out there, but there isn't a ton of ways to skill power fist at a low level. The best way to start off anything, to at least get your bases covered for when you start skilling, is to take a reward or two in the category that you're trying to start skilling, like clubs, power fists, things like that. Get different reward options like that to at least give you a few points towards something, and hopefully get you a level or two in that category. And it depends too, like if you don't want to go back down to hunting at that low of a level, then you might want to pick some larger rewards, some larger tier rewards like that, and be able to skip right over to at least getting the Force Mace Clobber. The Clobber is an awesome weapon at 31 to 62 base damage, tier 4, with a melee trauma amp 6. You're doing some decent damage with that weapon for sure. I'll definitely be looking into getting some more amps for the rental shop. I almost feel like, because of the amps are so eco. Melee amps are so eco. I almost feel like it would be good enough to put a melee trauma 4 on this mace. I feel like you could do it. And with how the loot system works anyways, I don't really think you'd lose any ped doing that. I really don't think you would lose too much ped doing that, if any at all. And you'd get a lot more DPS out of the mace for sure. Comparatively speaking, for its size. Because at the end of the day, it's level 6 to 11 learning period, maxed at level 11 for a level 6 starting Mace, this is pretty nice DPS point, honestly. I swear. Oh my god, it did actually tier up. Look at that. We got a tier click on the Assail. I feel like it was... I'll have to check and see if I got pictures, any pictures earlier of the Mace and see how much it's gone up. Because I feel like that's not the first tier click. I don't remember it being 4.39. I think it's gone up a couple already, which is cool. I'd love to get this thing to tier 5. We should have just enough peds to be able to get through the end of this hunt. I think it's gonna be close enough anyways. We should be fine. But damn, that's 210 ped right there. I've still got decent amount left on the Mace. I'm curious what the armor decay is. Let's take a quick look at least. Oh gosh, that's gonna be pretty minimal. I always used to be worried about wading into a herd of these guys, but now, especially since the armor update we had several years ago, where they rebalanced how armor decay works, it is so much better now. Oh my gosh, 23 petter. We're doing so good. So good. This is like my my welcome back hunt. Which of course I should have waited until, you know, migration and just went with a couple hundred peds on one of my maces on Longtooth. I probably would have hit something over 1,000 for a welcome back loot, because I haven't hunted of any level at all other than Karabakh in the past 2 months. I only did like one Karabakh hunt. I do apologize for this all being during the night time. Although I must say, this is the weapon that I do love hunting at night with, because of the glowing part. I love it. I think it looks cool. But I do apologize for it being during the night scene. I thought about like what I was gonna hunt, and I was like, oh, these guys are a great option, and I teleported over here, and it's still nighttime, and it's like, oh. I don't want to wait for it to be day out in game. But regardless, we are getting some absolutely great success here. So I guess I can't really complain at all. And we just went up to rank 13. Very nice. So I think that's 2 ranks now. It'll be 2 ranks now I got to turn in for Barriclead. For my own personal hunting and stuff, I'm gonna try to be streaming most of my hunts from now on, as I'm not gonna be hunting probably as much as I used to. My big concern now is gonna be trying to grow the rental shop as much as I can, putting as many of the positive peds that I'm able to earn into being able to buy new gear for the rental shop, to help build it towards the future, you know. But when I go out and hunt, I'm gonna make sure that I'm mostly using all of my unlimited gear, and I'm trying not to use anything that's L, so I can put some tiers on this stuff, so you guys have higher tiered weapons to be able to use. This is the one, I gotta show you the one weapon that I really want to start working on too, in my own time here. I cannot wait to put some more tiers on this, because look at that tier rate. This, and I put, like, I think I got it when it was like 3.0 on it. I don't know if I tiered it to that tier, but I got it when it was lower than that, and it's already gone up quite a bit. And it'll go up even faster now because it picked the best tier rate. So I can't wait to tier that thing up. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And it's great, also a great weapon from Barricade. That really cuts through them fast when you put a Trauma 6 on that thing. Does a really good job. It's actually, so it's like the same speed, or maybe one, I think it's one attack speed less than the Force Mace Assail, but it's over double the damage. So, I mean, it's a higher level weapon, obviously, that sword is, but, I'll show you that one more time, if you see one really cool thing. If anybody has seen those, the Ozpin RLB, S1, X1s, this weapon does more damage than that at a lower level. By, like, we're talking, like, 6 levels lower. I think it's about 6 or 7 levels lower than that sword is. So it's a significant difference for being able to have a nice DPS weapon sooner. So I'm really looking forward to having that tiered up for you guys, because I would love to get that at least to like tier 5. Then it would be an awesome skilling sword. You could really, I bet you I could get this thing where you could eventually go kill spiders with it. If I could get it to like tier 6 or 7, you could probably go kill spiders with it. But let's bring it back to the mace. Oh my god, stop. There's so many. Oh wow. That's just a great hunt all around. I think Barricades honestly have my attention now more than anything. I loved Mollusk. I've killed over 20,000 Mollusk. Easily over 20,000 Mollusk. And, because I did, well, I might be up to 30 now, probably, to be honest. I did the 5K, so I had, what, the 1K? I did the 5K and the 10K all the way through, and then I think I was still on the 10K when, no, I wasn't. I finished the 10K in Mollusk before the Codex came out, because I have the bronze, I think the bronze Mollusk, something like that. I know I've got a Mollusk mission still. I do still have a Mollusk mission. And I'm up to level 20 in the Codex on Mollusk, so that's a lot of Mollusk killing. But I'm going to be honest, these guys have treated me pretty good, and they have some nice markup items. Alright, you need to die, sir. And then I need to run down that hill, because I don't want to pick up, I keep picking up more. Can I get out? Can I? Oh god. I can't get out. I can't get out. No! There's always one there to take its place. There we go. Alright, let's get down. Oh god. Oh god, lag. Lag. Aha. Holy shit. There's so many. We're gonna kill them all, though. We'll get them all dead. Hey, that Assail is just climbing right up. Look, we already got another tier tick on it, guys. That's really cool. I like seeing that. And oh my gosh, there's another one. We're still getting more, guys. This is getting ridiculous. It looks like only a certain amount are hitting me at any one time, though. I don't think they're all able to get within range. Lucky for me. Yeah, see, they're all listed as unreachable. Oh my gosh, they keep respawning. There's more. Alright, this is a hell of a way to start closing out a stream. I want to hit a nice global while I'm in the middle of this. Nope, nope, nope. Wrong button. Come on, guys. I think this is a bit much. I mean, really. This is a bit much. Well, my armor decay was going to be pretty low. Was is the key word. Let me see if I can. I'm going to kill as many of the little ones as I can here. Level 7 and under is my target. The jarhead thighs are going up, though. That's good. Oh, there's an 8. Well, we already got some damage on it. Might as well finish him off. My goodness. Oh no, one actually crit me. No! It hurt. No, we don't want to do that one yet. Oh, but he did have some nice loot. Very nice. Nice. Good boy. Good. Come on, jackass. Come over and hit me. So it seems like your average level for this hill is 7. There's a lot of level 7s in here. All right, let's hit that prowler and try and get a nice little global going here. They're still here. Everything on this side of the hill. Oh my god, no. We're done. We're done adding to the pile, guys. Come on. Oh god. Oh god. Come on. We're done adding. Okay? We're past oh, apparently we're not past that stage because they're all down the hill. Oh, this is so stupid, but it's awesome. Come on, hit me. Ooh, nice crit on the old alpha. Trying to get. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, armor is tiering considerably faster. I've had like 4 or 5 armor ticks today here. I'd love to get one of those jarhead pieces at tier 4. That'd be really cool. They keep coming. All right. Well, the hunt's gonna be at its end here real quick, anyways. I mean, because of how the new decay system works, if anything, this should be bolstering our loots a little bit and have a higher chance for a nice multiplier. Combat mask, tier 3.42, another armor tier. All right, guys, if you want to come and tier your armor up, you know the place to do it. Come on. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, that's gonna be tight. Okay. Woo! Later, suckers. All right. That's good enough. I'll go kill a couple punies with it or something and drain it down. I am really curious though, and I do want to see what our return is. I want to see what our armor decay is. I'm gonna keep stream going just so we can see that, because I am super curious what that's gonna be. That's right, we want to be right there. We almost had our entire like hunt back in shrapnel, not counting everything else. That's pretty great. I actually got a lot of short fern boards. That's nice. Oh no, I'm too heavy. No wonder why we were having trouble moving. I forgot to take my stupid pit bull out. That would have been a decent amount less, at least. So it was like 228 pad I started with on that mace. Oh yes, that's not lag, that's just slow motion running. Damn. It's not done yet. 314. And I'm gonna call it 228 on the mace. $314.18. I'm gonna say I broke 2 enhancers that whole time. And enhancers are Let's call them 3 ped each now. So that's an extra 6. 6 plus, let's call it 6 ped. Just keep the math easy. I don't think they're that much still. They're getting up there. Enhancers are going up in price. All right, we thinking 15 ped? I don't think it's that much. We got hit really bad. Let's say it's 12 ped. Maybe 12? Let's call it 12. Ooh, okay. Boy, we got hammered there towards the end. So still, that isn't disgusting. I mean, we were getting destroyed up there. So, 6 plus that. So it is 234 plus 13 point, let's call it 13.5. I like put the 7 on there, what the hell. That's a total of 247.57. 247.57 in a 314.18 ped hunt equals much profit. That's nice. Excellent. Okay, so last look at your Force Mace Assail here. It's available for rental now. To the BladesOfTalos rental shop on the PCF. PCF's going to be back up hopefully tomorrow. I'm going to link this video. I'm going to have this video linked to the forum post itself. So I'll have it here as kind of a weapon demo to be able to showcase what the Assail was able to do. We killed a bunch of mobs with it. Killed a lot of mobs. Got global. Got some really nice loot. We're killing some fairly decent sized Barriclead. It's a great mob for Barriclead. You just gotta watch it. Make sure you don't wade in there like an idiot like I did, because that was a lot. That was a lot of mobs on me towards the end there. I think like half of that decay came from the last fifth of the hunt. Because other than that, we were being really careful most of the time. And we got a couple of tier ups on it, which is nice. Got a couple of tier ups on that Assail, which is great. So, at any rate, thanks again, everybody, for showing up. Really appreciate it. It was nice seeing everybody. Christian, thank you. Kings, it was good to see you stopping by. And we'll see you again, hopefully sometime soon. I'll plan something. I'll plan another weapon demo. I'll probably demo the Casturian Combat Mace Mark 1, I think, because I have a demo of the Clobber. We already got a demo of the Clobber on Mollusk. So I'm thinking the Mark 1 Mace, and then we're going to really tear through a bunch of Barriclead with that thing. That's going to be a lot of Barriclead killing. So, at any rate, have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you back here soon on Whelp Squad TV. So until then, take care.